All right, Chiefs Kingdom, we got some more positive COVID tests that we got to break down for you guys. This is why you subscribe. Good news or bad news, we're bringing you all of the breaking news here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. So hit that big red button. Videos almost every single day. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for today's news. You're watching the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Bit of a COVID outbreak in Kansas City, safe to say at this point, with more than double-digit positives at this point in time. So we got to talk about some of the latest guys who are on the COVID list for the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, yesterday it was Travis Kelce and some of those other players that got added to it. We'll break down some of the guys who are on the list today and take a look at the overall list as a whole. But first, answer me this, riddle me this. What is your one-word reaction to this Chiefs COVID outbreak? Obviously, we're all tired of this. Obviously, it's annoying at this point, but it's something pretty much every team in the league has had to deal with either last week or now this week. The Chiefs seem to be the team dealing with this situation. So give me your one-word reaction to the Chiefs COVID outbreak heading into this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so ESPN's Adam Schefter broke the news. More COVID issues in Kansas City, which is becoming this week's hotspot. Tyreek Hill, Rashad Fenton, Blake Bell being placed on the reserve COVID list. Sources tell Adam Teacher and me. Teacher covers the Chiefs for ESPN as well. Other players likely coming, but as one word said, it's a mess. Obviously not an ideal situation, right? I mean, you already are down Travis Kelce. Tyreek Hill gets added to the list. Rashad Fenton, who's been maybe your best corner this year. It's not good, right? I mean, now, you know, it could be worse. It could be against a different opponent, of course. But this obviously isn't ideal for a team that's won 7 in a row, is hitting their stride, and is trying to lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC. Let's talk about Tyreek Hill, who gets added to the COVID list here. He's the latest and greatest player to get added today. Joins Travis Kelce, several others. We'll list out who those other guys are throughout this video. But look, coming off a big game against the Chargers, just like Kelce. You know, yesterday we talked about, oh, well, no Kelce, but, you know, Tyreek Hill's still there. Well, now both could miss this game, and both could return, theoretically, with the new COVID protocols if they're asymptomatic and get a negative test between now and Sunday. But with 5 days to go, that feels a little unlikely at this point. Hill, of course, had that huge game against the Chargers, 12 catches on 13 targets for 148 yards and a touchdown for Kansas City. And it's a big loss when you lose Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, right? I mean, what have we said all year? That after those two guys, it's been very inconsistent at the wide receiver and tight end spot. The one positive thing I'll say is, look, you never want anyone to get COVID because you're down players. Obviously, there could be health concerns for certain guys. But I will say this, it's better now than in 3 weeks from now once the playoffs get going, right? Like, if you had to say, hey, here are your options. You're going to have a bunch of positive tests in Week 16 or in Week 1 of the playoffs. I'll take Week 16. I mean, you hope it never happens, but obviously it's happening now. And, you know, the silver lining is that today is better than, 3-4 weeks from now when the Chiefs are trying to win these playoff games. So I'll ask you this now. Can the Chiefs beat the Steelers without Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Get your votes in down in the comments. I think it's possible. It's obviously a lot harder. You're going to have to lean on other guys and run the football a little bit more, but I think this will be a good test for Patrick Mahomes to see, assuming he doesn't test positive. Sounds like more positives could happen, but an opportunity for him to win without his two top guys. Now, today's show is sponsored by BetUS. If you want to go bet on games all season long, go do it with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet, promo code Chiefs125. Now, I would wait until later in the week to bet on this particular game because more positive tests could be incoming, but we got a deal for you guys. If you get signed up and deposit with BetUS as a new BetUS customer, follow these steps. We'll hook you guys up with a brand new NFL jersey. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. You sign up, deposit a minimum of $100. You'll get that 125% deposit bonus. Then go place a bet on any game for any amount. Go lay $5 on some random game if you don't want to go bet on the Chiefs right now. And then email us, jersey@chatsports.com. We'll confirm that you got your account going with BetUS. We have a ton of different jerseys available. We got Patrick Mahomes red, Patrick Mahomes yellow available in stock right now. We also have Travis Kelce red ones available for you guys as well. Email us, jersey@chatsports.com, after you get going with BetUS, starting by going to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Okay, so this is kind of the updated outlook on the injuries and the COVID list. Pretty much all COVID. L'Jarius Sneed been dealing with that personal issue, but he could return this week, and obviously they'll need him now with Rashad Fenton being added to that list. Chris Jones, Willie Gay Jr., Josh Gordon, I think they're all expected to come off. Josh Gordon sent out a tweet today, kind of a cryptic message. I think he may have actually cleared COVID protocols. I'm not reporting that officially, but it sounds like he's close if he hasn't already. The rest of these guys have all been new additions over the past 24, 36 hours. Travis Kelce yesterday, along with Harrison Butker and Charvarius Ward, all being placed on the COVID list. And then you've got these folks today, Tyreek Hill, Rashad Fenton, and Blake Bell, the latest guys to be added. And it sounds like, according to Schefter's report, that more could be coming. Sounds like more positive tests could be around the corner, because you guys know how this goes. If you've followed the NFL this year, a couple guys test positive, a couple days go by, other guys get it too, because it's pretty easily transmissible, this illnesses. So that is unfortunate. We'll see what the next couple of days bring when it comes to other guys that could possibly get it, because look, you still got a game to go play, right? You've won 7 in a row. You're trying to get that number 1 seed. You're currently in the number 1 seed in the AFC. Pittsburgh coming to town this week at Arrowhead Stadium. Chiefs opened as 10-point favorites. We'll see where that line ends up shaking out over the next few days leading up closer to kickoff. But obviously, not good timing, not ideal. But again, it's still better than 3 weeks from now. Like, if you had to pick, I'd much rather this happen now than in 3 weeks. So we'll see what shakes out in that game, and we'll see what other potential positive tests come down over the next couple of weeks. Predict the score: Steelers, Chiefs. Who's going to win? What's the final score going to be? I said 27-17. Obviously, we'll see how these absences or potential absences affect that, but it's a lot harder to win if you don't have your 2 top horses on offense in Tyreek Hill and in Travis Kelce. So get those score predictions in. I'm still going to ride with the Chiefs, but probably going to be a little closer and a little more low scoring against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll have you guys covered throughout the week. Try to do as best as we can here on the Chiefs Report. Obviously, we got the holidays coming up. I'm off for a few days, but I will for sure stay tapped in on my social media profiles. Follow me on Instagram at HGramNFL. You can also find me on Twitter at HGramNFL. I'll keep you guys up to date with everything surrounding this situation over there. And, of course, when we can, we'll try to upload videos to keep you guys up to date, just like this one. So subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Stay safe out there. Happy holidays. And, hey, go Chiefs, as always.